Welcome to Prattle Potion, a podcast where two best friends talk about the world of gaming. We're Hilda
and Leia. Got your potion ready?
You know it. Let's start prattling.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm actually kind of tired. I'm on baby schedule, so I get up at like 6 every morning.
Yeah.
And these past two mornings, Pixel's actually taken a little bit of a sleep in, so she's been sleeping till 7.
Ooh.
Look at us.
Look at you sleeping in. Wow.
But yeah, so that's been nice. About 2 days ago, we went to a museum.
I saw that on
that
your
was
Instagram.
so nice. It was so fun.
Was it the Universium one?
No. We went to the Seafarers Museum, Sjöfartsmuseet. Because they did a really big renovation. And it's been going on for about 3 years now because they started right before the pandemic. So I think that dragged things out. But I mean, they dug up the whole ground to make an aquarium underground and stuff. And it was really nice.
I have no idea. That's so cool.
So we went with Pixel's cousins and it was super cozy. We had a really, really good time. I mean, Pixel's one of the cousins, it's two brothers. She's got several, but that duo. The older brother, I just think he's so funny. He's such a good kid, so it's always fun to hang out with him.
Oh, it's so nice.
Yeah.
So
I mean, the younger one is fun too, but he's one. So, you know, he's cute and he can walk and stuff, and that's fun, but the older one, he's got such a fun personality. I just love that kid so much. It's been a lot of fun.
So that's so wholesome. That's so nice.
It was such a wholesome day. I loved it. It was really
We all
nice.
need a wholesome day every now and then.
100%.
And we should need them more often, actually.
Pixel loved watching the fish. It was just, she had a lot of time watching the aquarium.
When I was little and I just learned to talk, I couldn't say fish in Swedish, which is fisk. I loved fish. So when we went to the aquarium, I pointed at them and I was like, Bisk! Bisk! Bisk!
Nice.
Yeah.
Love it. I actually have a story. So the reason I love the Seafarers Museum is because my dad used to take me there when I was a kid. We lived in the same neighborhood and stuff, and I went to him every other weekend when I was younger. So we went to the museum every now and then, and I don't know, I just have this, it's mine and my dad's thing, Yeah. And so Dad has this story he usually tells, but it was about, I think it was a lizard or something they had there. I'm not sure. And I pointed at it and I was like, oh my, Dad, look, a cucumber. I think, so he always says that, Papa, tita en gurka.
Oh my god. Cute.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's just it was really nice going, even though they've changed a lot. It's basically not the same museum anymore.
I haven't been there I don't even remember if I have been there. I think I have been there with school. But so long
it's
ago.
Not the same. In a good and bad way, I miss some aspects of the old thing, but I definitely think it's a lot of fun that they changed it. So it was nice. But anyway, that day, a few days before that, Pixel actually started, we stopped giving her her third nap. So she's down to 2 naps now. Unless she's really tired, then she takes the third nap. But so she's, been changing up her sleeping schedule and stuff, and I think that's why she's been sleeping in a little bit in the mornings.
She needed that extra little hour.
Yeah. So I'm extra tired now because
you went up later than you usually do?
No, but kind of just I don't know, I went to bed later and it's just been a whole change of her schedule a little bit. And then we've been doing, like, we were away all day Friday, and we had a lot of shit to do yesterday, and it's just, you know, a vibe.
Yeah. A change of routine and doing things makes you tired.
Yeah, so I'm sleepy. Yeah. So I actually have iced coffee as my Prattle Potion today.
Oh, it's that one.
Yeah, because
wait, they have those small ones?
I didn't know that, but they had like a campaign price thingy.
What?
When we went grocery shopping yesterday. So I'm doing iced cappuccino today in a tiny little Tetra Pak. So that's my Prattle Potion
my
today.
brother and Kenny is gonna love that.
Oh, your brother's a fan too? I know Kenny likes it. Love it.
Yeah, they love it.
Love
it's like their thing.
I love that. How you doing, babe?
Great. I'm doing good. I'm doing really good. I haven't been really out and about doing things like you have, but I have been doing a lot of things at home.
Love it.
I'm in a moment where I really enjoy playing a lot of different games right now. Like I'm really into like 3-4 games.
Should we just like update the people what we... So we have this tendency
we should.
We sync what we play. So, you know, I get into my WoW era and you're like, hey, I should play WoW, you know, and then we just binge WoW for a while. Like, we have a tendency to sync up a lot with
usually
with
when we send each other like a picture, we're like, oh, I started up WoW again. You're like, me too.
Yeah. Or like, I've been thinking about it, I'm doing it, or something like that. But so both of us actually are back in our Animal Crossing era.
Yes.
We both restarted our islands, and we've been like playing a lot of both of us. And both of us have been playing quite a bit of The Sims as well, because Payday came. We got the new pack. So both of us were just like mixing it between like Sims, Animal Crossing, Animal Crossing, Sims.
Yeah, so I've been doing those 2 games, which I'm really like, it was a really nice choice to restart our islands, I feel like.
Right? So you started playing again, and then I was like, I'm restarting my island.
Yeah.
Because I felt I loved my island, the villages, everything, but I came in and I was just like, I don't want to do anything. I'm overwhelmed. I don't want to be here, but I love you guys, but I kind of hate it too. And so I restarted, and you were like, that looks nice. Should I do that too? And then you restarted, and I love it. And you got such good villagers, Beach.
I got like the best. My starters are like 50-50. Like I got Dom, which is like your favorite. Yes, so of course he's so cute.
Dom is one of my loves.
He's so cute. And then I got Charlize. She can move out if she would like.
I got the best starters.
Oh yeah, you did. Oh my god, your starters are
so
sick.
My starters were my first ever island. I got Phoebe and Sterling. For this island, I got Phoebe. So my OG starter, I got. And then your first starters were Hazel and Antonio. And I got Antonio. So I got like the ultimate duo, one of yours and one of mine.
It's so crazy.
So
I
cute.
even have, like, you made me, like, what would you call it?
Not a cross stitch, but embroidery.
You made me an embroidery of Antonio. Like, I love Antonio.
Yes.
And it started off like I didn't like him at all because he's a jock as well.
Yeah.
And anteater. So I was like, ooh, what kind of guy is this? And then one day he was like singing a song, and then my heart just broke, and I was like, okay.
He's the cutest. I'm actually really falling for Antonio as well. He's not gonna stay permanently because I really want him to like move to yours, and I want others and stuff, but I really love Antonio. He's such a sweetheart.
Oh, he's so cute.
Yeah.
So cute.
But yeah, so we've been really into that. What other games are you? I'm guessing Dragon Age is on the list. I don't.
Right now, Dragon Age is not active. I'd say. Which is
you played through it like 5 times already. You're done now.
I know. I actually I finished up the base story, and now I only have the DLCs left. So I felt like I could take a break. And not stress through it, and wait until we hear more news about Dreadwolf.
So what other games are you into?
World of Warcraft.
Oh yeah, right.
I've been getting back into the WoW
not
grind.
Yeah.
But I've been starting playing World of Warcraft again, and I have started role-playing a lot again.
So
which
fun.
has been so nice.
I probably would have joined you on the WoW wagon, but MMORPGs just doesn't work with my life right now.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Like
It
doing a
barely
dungeon
works
and having
with
a
mine.
baby. Yeah.
It's like me and Kenny both play WoW, so we have to like shout at each other like, "I'm going into a dungeon. Can you look at the door?"
Yeah.
So I really understand that a baby might be a little bit tougher.
Yeah.
For now. Yeah, that's totally understandable. But for those who don't know, I role played a lot, on and off, for years.
Yeah.
And I really, really like it. It's really nice to just write your own character and do events. Like, it's very like D&D in a way. So I've been having a character that's like a young devotee to the Church of Light. She's a priest, and she want to be a cleric and a medic, and she's just helping people and being sweet, and it's just very nice.
I mean, yeah, you go in for it. I'm always very fascinated watching your process, because you write this whole like document, like you write so much about this character and everything, and you join like guilds, and you have like, I remember when we were in high school, we started hanging out, we became best friends, and I was like, hey, should we do this? You're like, because we had like LAN parties, you and I, where I like stayed with you the whole weekend and we just played WoW and stuff. You were like, yeah, I just have this event, this RP event during the weekend. I'm like, yeah, that's fine, I can do whatever. And you had these like RP events where your guild was set up, and there's like so many people. It's fascinating. Yeah. It's really cool watching that.
It really is. I feel like
you had like weddings and stuff. It's so cute.
Oh, yeah. It's really cute, and it's really nice when you find your people. It's like really, really fun.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit like not ashamed of mentioning it, like that I do it, but it's a little bit like I can see how people would feel like this is a bit strange.
I get that, but also this is the place to talk about it, because it's your people. If you think it's strange, what?
The fuck? What the fuck,
what
Kyle?
The fuck is up,
Shut
Kyle?
The fuck up, Kyle.
Speaking of that, I actually remember also I had a boyfriend at the time in high school, and he and his best friend made fun of me because I wanted to attend a wedding event in WoW with your buddies. So F you guys.
Fuck off.
F you guys.
Fuck off, you guys. What?
Should we hop into the episode? But first off, your Prattle Potion.
Oh, yeah. Coffee.
Coffee?
In my letter mug.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Love it. Love it.
But let's hop in.
Let's hop in.
So, last week, we had a game, and it was really fun.
Also, very, very well received. We got some feedback from my beloved father, and he was like, that was a really fun episode.
Oh, that's so nice.
So, it was well received.
Shout out to you, Dad.
Yeah,
Shout out to you, Dad.
Always.
And I've been cooking on, like, an episode for, like, it really was supposed to be my last episode was supposed to be a game. But it didn't work out the way I wanted it to, so I had to postpone it.
Okay. And then I was like, hey, let's play a game. And you're like, bitch?
If a bitch,
you stole
We're all so fucking sick, so what the fuck?
Hello?
So I was thinking about it. I was like, I got into this rabbit hole, pretty much. And I was like, you know what? This may not be as much of a game like we did last week, but it's kind of fun. Okay. I think this is going to be kind of fun. It's going to be a little bit more game for you and for the listeners/viewers.
I mean, last week they knew the answers though, so it wasn't that much for them either.
So this is going to be I'm not going to give away the answers beforehand. So everyone can plan. So like I said, I got into a rabbit hole. And it was like I've been in this rabbit hole before, but it's right now I really like looked through it, and it's funny and quite fascinating in a few aspects we're gonna look
The
through.
build up.
So last week we played Who Am I? This week we're playing The Fuck Game Is This?
Oh, okay.
What game is this?
Are you gonna like describe it and I have to guess?
Not quite.
Okay.
Not by my words. So I fell down the rabbit hole of Steam reviews.
Oh.
And and there are some really, really good ones.
Yes.
And I was like, wouldn't it be kind of fun to like, I'm gonna read you out some reviews. I have collected for 4 games. So we see how many we can go through.
Yeah.
I have collected bad, good, and some extra reviews for all of the games.
Okay, I love this. This is such a fun idea.
So we're gonna read through.
Okay.
And you're gonna see if you can guess.
Okay.
What the fuck
and you guys
game
can
is
play
this.
along. So
Yes,
let us
exactly.
know in the comments if you guys guessed it correctly.
Yes. So,
First game.
I'm just gonna mention as well that because I did realize that it could be quite hard.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna mention that all of the games that I'm gonna mentioning today we have played
Okay.
and we know.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
That's good.
So
Okay.
it's very like we absolutely know
Okay,
these
great,
games.
great. Okay, I'm ready. This is fun. I love this. Okay.
So, do you want to start first game? Do you want to start with the bad or the good review?
We start with the bad.
With the bad. Okay.
Yeah.
This early release version has too many bugs, which are critical to gameplay. The game has you do quests which are needed to progress, but about 20% of the quests get hung up where it is not possible to complete the quest, and then other quests refuse to launch because the prior quests are not complete. I complained to blank developments, and they acknowledged the problem but had no promised date for a fix. The game is not ready for prime time.
Okay. So, already, early access. That gives me a clue.
Yeah.
This is making me think about 2 games specifically, but I'd like to hear the good one.
Okay. So the good one is this one. Before I begin, I want to point out that I am... my voice has decided to yeet.
She's sad now, you guys. This is the good review. You're okay.
I want to point out... Before I begin, I want to point out that I am an older, cisgender, straight male who loves action movies, explosions, and a game like Doom and Company of Heroes.
Okay.
And I absolutely adore this game.
Okay.
One of the few early access titles I feel 100% satisfied in purchasing. I bought this game because I am into the type of exploration and systematic unlocking of certain gates within the game, while it unravels a compelling story. Despite the bugs that are predictably in an unfinished game, nothing I have encountered has been severe enough for me to uninstall and wait for it to bake a bit longer. I'm eagerly awaiting updates as I push to become best friends with all of the available characters.
Okay. This is definitely giving me the biggest clue. So I was leaning between like Coral Island and Disney Dreamlight Valley. And you haven't played Coral Island, but I was like, hey, maybe you took it into account because I've played it. But the more you were like best friends with the characters, that's a possibility in Coral Island as well, but it's not that big of a thing. And also Coral Island is way more unfinished when it comes to like quests and areas and stuff, so I feel like that wouldn't have been like, oh my god, it's basically a complete game, because it's not. But definitely Dreamlight Valley, because I haven't had like bug issues and stuff with that either. I know you've had some quest issues, but I've never run into a quest issue or anything, and I think it's basically complete my playthrough experience. So my guess is going to be Dreamlight Valley.
It is correct. It is Dreamlight Valley. The extras for this one is
go.
funny.
Go.
So, one of these are, I bought this game for my wife to play on my laptop. She has since bought a laptop and her own copy of the game to play. I wanted to uninstall it. I really did. But I had to see what all the fuss was about.
Yeah.
Donald is my friend now. I would kill for him. Please take this game away from me.
Okay, would you have censored out Donald?
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Because I was like, that would have been such a giveaway. Yeah, makes sense. I love it.
Also, we have a classic. Goofy has a fat ass. 10 out of 10.
Yeah. Yes. 100%. Love it. Love it. 10 out of 10.
And also, the first one I read was, I exiled Elsa to the savannah, and that feels right.
Yeah. God.
It's like, okay, geez.
Solid. Love it. 10 out of 10.
And the last extra is, the only thing I have to say is bring more male clothing and gestures to the game. There is no reason for Disney Sims-like game to be only for women and the gays. Straight men love Disney too.
Ah.
And was like, oh.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
All right.
It was a weird way to put it, but...
Yeah. Kind of.
Good job, buddy.
Good job. Good job,
buddy. But I definitely think they should add more male
yeah, I haven't really thought about it in that way before.
So I can understand that for sure. But
yeah, because I do feel like they're very much aiming towards a non-binary, like everyone can wear everything, and there's
for sure.
really,
That's
gender
of course
thing to clothing.
100%. But I'm more like I can understand the where everything is like cutesy pastel colors, and a lot of time a person such as myself that I don't really enjoy a lot of cutesy stuff. A lot of time I'm like, you know,
that's why I dressed up as the villain.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. The early access, I was like, it's this or this, you know.
Yeah. Some of these like give away quite straight away.
Yeah,
but it's
this is such a fun idea. I love it. Let's go for the next one.
Okay, this one. Next game. I recommend you start with good. Okay. Good is easier, but I think it's a quite good one.
No, but then I think we should start with bad.
Okay.
Because then we start with the harder one, and then if I don't get it, easier. Yeah.
All right. I'll start with bad one. So the bad one actually has two ones.
Okay. Cool.
Remember the people who bashed The Sims because it had so many paid DLC? Welcome to another adventure from Blank Developments. Get your wallets ready.
Okay, that was difficult. So a lot of DLCs.
Yeah, it's not very telling.
No, but it gives me a little bit of a clue, but I had like a few nuggets popping up, but I want to hear the good one.
Okay. This game is probably one of my favorite games ever. I was afraid the blanks would just stand in one spot and do nothing but whine to be fed every once in a while. But the blanks actually move around and interact with their environments. It's like watching real-life blanks. My only problem with this game is that I got addicted and bought all of the DLCs. I hope there's more blanks and downloadable content in the future.
Oh, this might... I was like, what? Waiting around to be fed? But now I think I might know.
Yeah.
Should I guess now or listen to more?
I mean, I have one more bad one. It's...
Okay, go for the other bad one, but yeah. I have a guess.
Yeah, I think you know. I think you know.
Okay.
I like this game on release. The general gameplay and execution is good. My problem is the content itself. The game can get boring quickly, and the developers have resorted to making small DLC additions that cost much more money than they are worth.
Okay. Well, my guess is Planet Zoo. Would that be correct?
It's correct.
It's correct.
It's Planet Zoo.
Because I was like, the DLCs and stuff started messing me up, but then it was like,
yeah,
they cost a lot more than they were worth, and I'm like, what? They cost like a fart.
Yeah, there was a lot of negative about all of the DLCs, and that the game is quite unfinished and buggy. And
I mean, I can get that in a way, but the DLCs, they're like so inexpensive.
9 euros? What is
it? They don't cost much in there. It's quite a bit in there. So, but I can but the thing is, Planet Zoo can be a bit of a tough game to get into. I still have issues with it a lot of times and stuff, but to each their own, I guess.
Yeah, I think a lot of people were salty or a little bit upset that when you buy, I don't remember what the base game price is, to be honest.
Me neither.
But you buy the game and then realize that there was like 26 animals behind a paywall in different DLCs, which I suppose now that there are quite a lot of DLCs, it piles up to quite a lot of money to buy if you want all of these animals.
Yeah, but the thing is, I think, I mean, every DLC contains maybe 3 to 5 different animal species, I think. Maybe a little bit more.
Yeah.
And I think it's more like, there's a lot of furniture, there's a whole theme around it. Yeah. And, I mean, the whole base game is like, I mean, there's a lot of animals still, but then there's, the whole, like, structure and everything around it. And I don't think that it's a very expensive game. I'd guess around 300 kroner.
I don't know if I can see how much it costs since I have it. But I'm gonna try.
I mean, you can Google Planet Zoo, and it usually pops up a price.
True. I'm gonna Google Planet Zoo.
But yeah, because when you talked about like standing around and feeding, I was like, what the hell is this kind of weird ass game? Because I was picturing people or something at first, but then I was like, oh wait, animals. Interesting.
I can't find what it costs right now.
Okay,
but I don't either think
I don't think it's a very expensive game.
No, I don't think it's that much.
But
a lot of people seem quite upset over it.
Yeah, people are more than entitled to their opinion, but we just don't agree.
Yeah, I think a lot of people were quite upset because this is made by Frontier, and they have another game called Planet Coaster, and they have a similar thing going on with a lot of DLCs. But I think that game has much more problems with gameplay. They do. In base game.
Yeah.
So, I haven't played it, but you have maybe?
I own it, and I've tried it, and I had a hard time getting into it.
All right. So, I think a lot of people might have been still angry at the Planet Coaster one.
Yeah.
And maybe just dragged it over to Planet Zoo.
But
there were a lot of positive ones, too.
Yeah.
Which are all of the extras are almost always the positive ones.
Oh, nice.
A little bit memey ones.
Yeah, love it. Go.
So, we have the classic Animal game. I love Animal, it's just good. It's a good review. Good review. It has monkey, very good, 5 stars.
Has monkey, go.
Has monkey, 5 stars. I love it. I sit at my PC like, okay, I just need to check one enclosure and sell some of these goddamn peacocks that breed like crazy.
Yeah.
Then I look up what my bears are doing, and if they finally are mating. Then I gotta build some more stores. Now I need some more workers because there's too much trash. What the fuck are those scorpions? They went from 2 to 18 in no time, holy moly. Let's sell some. Gotta put some more trees and rocks at my bison's enclosure. They deserve it. All that after I told my wife I'm gonna help her with the household in 10 minutes. I played for 3 more hours. That's why I write this review from my phone on the couch where I'm gonna sleep tonight. Pray for me, guys.
That's good. He's not wrong about the freaking, or they are not wrong about the scorpions and stuff. Like, they breed like mofuckers. Like,
I had to save it because this was a very accurate gameplay review.
Yes, 100%.
This is exactly how it turns 100%.
Out.
You have one planet, then you get like a notification of like, oh, they are mating, or like Flamingo 27 is born. I'm like, what? 27?
Yeah, exactly.
It's been like 2 hours. The fuck?
Love it.
And then also this also describes a lot of the gameplay. I feel like it's shorter, sweet. There's a fine line between enjoying cute animals and wanting to punch your screen because your paths won't connect. And that line is called Planet Zoo.
Yeah.
The fucking paths.
Yeah,
I swear.
fucking paths.
There
and
was
also trying to just make them like symmetrical and stuff. It's just full on PTSD blow up over here.
I almost always build my zoos through the grid, like the grid system with the path, because I just can't.
Yeah. No.
It just never lines up.
It's just
they never connect the way I want to.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Makes sense. Should we go for the third game?
Yes.
Love it.
Yes, let's go. Okay, do you want the bad or the good review?
Bad. Let's start with bad. It's just...
This is a game that is more fun the less you have played it. The lack of knowledge about blanks and tools, the tension and discovering gameplay aspects makes the experience very enjoyable at first. And though it's completely normal for a blank game to gradually lose its spookiness by getting used to it and understanding it more, the gameplay should make up for that, but this is not the case for game title.
Okay, so the spookiness gave me definitely an idea.
Yeah. I feel like this shouldn't be too hard.
Yeah, no, I think I know what it is, but
yeah.
Let's read a good one. So if people want to play along, I don't, blurt at the answer.
Just ruin it.
Exactly.
Don't ruin it.
Don't fuck it up, Leia. Come on.
Come on. Get the fuck together. While the game still has blanks, it doesn't rely on them very much at all, and instead relies on the natural tension of large dark areas and the natural activity, or lack thereof, of the blank in order to build suspense. This means, for me at least, the feeling of dread doesn't end up wearing off, and I can still feel genuine fear when going on a new mission, even if I've been there 20 times before, while also letting those blanks still be somewhat scary. A win-win in my book.
So I feel like the words you blanked out were usually like ghosts, stuff like that, because I believe this is phasmophobia.
It is correct.
It is correct.
Phasmophobia. Yeah, I had to blank out a lot because a lot of people was talking about like the ghosts and the horror genre and stuff. It's like
blank.
Blank though.
I love
what about blank?
But what about the blank and the blank?
So Phasmophobia has a lot of drama. I found out. And I mean,
people don't want to acknowledge that it's still an early access game. People are like flipping out, like, why is this not a thing and stuff.
The drama, though, is about the creators a bit more, and not entirely about the game, like, at all.
Oh, but I think I remember this drama. It was like a few months ago, like this fall or something, right? Where they had some community manager or something be inappropriate or be weird with people. But I think they kicked that person out now, correct? And issued an apology? Am I misremembering that?
I don't know if they have kicked the person.
Okay.
Because the thing is, when it happened, they put the person on hold and they didn't kick that person. And people took that they didn't like that. Yeah. And I can see that too.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm honestly unsure how that ended. And if they kicked the person in the end, because it was quite a big deal.
Yeah, because I remember a lot of people on Twitter being like, so we're not playing Phasma anymore. I'm not streaming it. I'm not supporting them. All that stuff. I remember it was a big thing.
Yeah. Yeah. And the other drama, actually... I said it wrong. It actually is about the game, I realized, because it has to do with a ban report button that they implemented into the game, where you can, like, when you play multiplayer, you can report people. Okay. Which I feel like is naturally. You should be able to do that. If you come across someone really rude or really, like, inappropriate, in some ways you should be able to report. However, this button kind of doesn't work. And they are calling it like the ban button because it kind of instantly bans the person.
Oh my god, it's like they do it automatically and not...
they're not sitting and looking through like what actually
No, that's not good. If you have a ban system, it has to work.
Yeah, exactly. So they added this and everyone was like, wait, no, this doesn't work. And they haven't like said anything about it. They just kind of brushed it over and then just kept going. And people were like, the bad reviews were just like, I got banned from nothing while playing multiplayer. Like, I got banned and I can't get back into the game. I got banned. And it's just like, what the fuck? I don't play the multiplayer, like, with randoms. I always play with friends on Phasmo. So I don't think I have to be scared about that button. But a lot of people do. Like, that's a thing.
Yeah, no,
that's like a big, huge thing about the game. So it's just so weird.
Also, quickly... I do have regular coffee as well, and I kind of just chugged my iced coffee. So I bought this mug the other day.
Yes!
And I hate how they put that so far down. It's
Why
so
didn't
annoying.
they cover it all?
I don't know. But yeah, so I have an Animal Crossing mug with some coffee in it, so I've got two potions today, kind of.
So cute. Because you posted the packaging on your story, right?
Yeah.
And the packaging was covering the top.
Yeah.
So it looked like...
No, they placed it so weirdly, because they could have placed it in... It could have been the same size, but they could have placed it in the middle, so it, like, actually, you know, would be...
Was centered?
Yeah. But no, they chose this... I don't know why. It's very weird, but it's Animal Crossing. It was in my local grocery shop. I'm like, let's go for it.
If you see one, could you buy one for me?
Oh yeah, sure.
Thank you.
There is. I know. There's another one in stock. Because I saw two. So.
Nom, I need it. It's so cool that your grocery shop has that.
Right? We got great mugs there, like a comic book strip Spider-Man and
you've had
the
it
Pokemon
since forever
the Pokemon
too,
one?
Haven't you?
Which one?
No, like the mugs. I feel like you bought mugs like a long time ago there too.
No, not long ago. It was like 2 months ago. We bought the Spider-Man one and the Pokemon one. It was like 2 months ago.
Oh, I felt like it was like years ago.
Oh, no. We haven't even gone to that grocery store years ago.
Oh, yeah.
We haven't, you know.
Yeah, true.
Anyways. Last game?
So, we're going to go through the extras first.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So, the extras I feel like are very relatable. So, we're going to have a classic when you have to go in alone to talk to the ghost and your friend watches from the van, sad face. And
that's totally not you and I. No, definitely not.
Us.
Also, quick side note. If you guys don't know what phasmophobia is, we have talked about it in the podcast previously. Yes. But, you know, we haven't done that since our older episodes because, you know, we've talked about Disney Dreamlight Valley and what was the other game we talked about? Wait, Dreamlight...
Oh, today?
Yes.
Planet Zoo?
And Planet Zoo. We've touched on Planet Zoo as well. But we haven't talked about Phasmo since we started visual versions, like since we restarted the podcast, I think. So Phasmo is a ghost hunting game where you go into... You're paranormal investigators, and you go into a house and your mission is to figure out what type of ghost is haunting the place. And
survive
and like look for clues by using like EMF detectors, all that. So that's what phasmophobia is.
Yes,
just exactly. So you guys know. And you have a van outside, which is your like base. So you have like all the equipment, and you've got security cameras that you can put up. And everything.
So we usually have like you can buy like GoPros to put on your forehead. Yeah. So I usually have a GoPro, and I use that in the van. Yeah, because I'm not
the horror fan, so I like to stay in the van. If you go in and I'm like too scared, it's a vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Continue.
It is really sad face.
Yeah.
Thomas, give us a sign. The sign being 4 broken necks and $340 worth of lost equipment. I love this game.
Yeah, it's a vibe. I love it.
And just the Thomas one as well. So in this game, you have like, you know the name of the ghost if you play on a certain, not the highest difficulty level. And they have
a randomized. They have a randomized system. So they have like surnames and first names, and they just randomize it so you can like meet Michael Jackson's and stuff as well as a vibe.
So we also have Thomas, and Thomas is more like I'm not sure if they actually have made Thomas like cursed in some way, because I always feel like because I feel like a lot of people feel like Thomas is like you die. There's always a demon. It's always a demon, and
Thomas be demon. Yeah.
Give us a sign. Sign me 4 broken necks. This one played on my VR. Punched my son accidentally.
Yeah.
His son is fine, by the way. I had to check the comments because I was like,
he's okay.
You can't just leave it at that. He's okay. I was thinking if the next one was going to be a hint, but I think it would be too easy. But you can take photos of your friend's dead body for profit.
Yeah. That would have been funny, but that would have been very...
Just giving it away.
Yeah. Vibe.
But it doesn't mention anything else. It's just like, no, a person that does not know phasmophobia would be like,
what the hell? It sounds more like a crime scene investigator thing.
Better basketball physics than any NBA 2K series.
Yes. So before you leave in the van, you're at like a garage, kind of. It's kind of like the lobby.
Yeah.
And there's like a basketball and a basketball hoop that you can just mess around with, and it's hard not to.
Yeah.
It's a vibe.
You always sit and you just try to do that all the time. So it is indeed better basketball physics than any NBA 2K series. Asked a ghost if it was French, and it told me to kill myself. 10 out of 10 appropriate reaction.
Yeah. So dumb. I love it.
It's so fucking dumb. I was being chased by the ghost. I hid in a closet. I had to fart. My mic picked up my fart and I died.
Stop. That's so good.
That's
so funny.
Stupid.
That's so funny.
It's so fucking stupid. So this game has like a voice, like you connect your mic so you can speak to like different like tools that you have and speak to the ghost. And when the ghost hunts you, you can't talk because it goes towards you. It will find you.
Yeah.
So it's just so fucking sad. You had to fart.
He just farted or they just farted and it was like, a ghost. Love it.
The ghost just turns around.
Yeah. The ghost was like, did you just fart?
Did you?
You deserve death for that. Love it.
Oh, so funny. And also a very good review, the last one. I really enjoy pissing my pants. If you enjoy pissing your pants like me, then you will love pissing your pants while playing Phasmophobia. And the comment to this one was something along like, well, playing multiplayer Phasmophobia must be like a public toilet.
Yeah. Yeah. They're not wrong.
They're not wrong. It's just very funny.
I love it.
But yeah, okay. So the last one. The last one I have here. Do you want to hear the bad or the good?
Let's stick with the theme. We're starting with bad.
Okay. The bad is really short.
Okay.
Regarding the actual game, very good game. But do yourself a favor and mod it.
Okay.
It's a confusing bad one.
Yeah, but it gives me a little bit of a nugget. Go for the good one.
Okay, the good one is long.
Okay.
Yeah. This is the game that never ever ends. I picked this game up thinking I wouldn't like it, having never played a previous franchise game before.
Okay.
Sat in my library untouched for about a month or two, and finally took the plunge. I was wrong. I was so very, very wrong. This is probably the best purchase I've ever made on Steam. Add in the unlimited potential of modding, and it's an adventure that continues forever. I've probably restarted over 100 times by now with a new character, and still only have beaten the end boss once. There's still so much to do and explore there. I'm still discovering quests and areas and little hidden things. I still can't believe how much there is to do, and I'm still finding more. As it stands, I'll probably wake up one day having lost all touch with reality and actually start seeing the world as game title with how much I've played. And I'm totally okay with that.
Did I write this review?
Yeah, exactly.
Because
I was thinking
I have an inkling that this might be like my favorite game of all time. Maybe. And I feel like if that's the case, then this person went through kind of the exact same thing that I did. Yeah. So this review is probably about Skyrim.
It is indeed. Skyrim.
And that was kind of the exact same thing that happened to me, because I had Skyrim on Xbox 360, or my dad did. I should clarify. And my dad had gotten that and played a little bit, and I wanted to try it, but I was like, I didn't like it. I got stressed by the dragons. It was too overwhelming. I didn't like it. And then...
Imagine being stressed by the dragons.
Yeah, in a dragon game.
Dragon game.
And
like, it sucks.
then I got my PC in October of 2020. And then I was like, I really wish that I was like more into Skyrim, because I feel like that would be my type of game.
Yeah.
And so I got Skyrim and I gave it another chance. And
you went through exactly this review.
I went through exactly that. I played nothing else. I did nothing else for months, daily. Like, I logged hundreds of hours.
Yeah.
My first intense period of playing. Like, I just went through it, and then I started streaming on Twitch, and we started our whole journey. And yeah.
Oh.
So yeah,
That's nice.
When you read the bad one, but like, please mod it or something, I was like, this sounds like Skyrim. But yeah, Skyrim is like, I think I'd say top 3. And that's just because I don't want to forget anything, but top 3 of my favorite games of all time. So I was like, instantly, I knew this bitch from afar, you know?
Yeah, I think you would recognize it pretty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And about mods, like, one of the extras is Skyrim in 2020. Spend the entire day setting up mods, launch game, instantly crash, repeat.
Yeah. This sounds about right. I remember it. Few mods. I'm a very mod light person in general. I don't like to heavily mod my games.
I don't like to heavily mod Skyrim.
No, but I don't like heavily modding anything.
No.
I want to try mods for Stardew Valley, for example. I want to...
I can recommend.
And I play around with a few mods for The Sims, but also very lightly. I'm sorry if you can hear the cat. He's...
Yeah, I was just like, is that
Office
the cat?
Rockers. Yeah, no, his... Office Rockers again. And, he's free. If you guys want him, take him. He's very cheap these days.
He's loud.
You're something else, Bubba, huh?
He's loud and likes toes.
Yep. And he will not leave you alone if he lets you.
And he also barely has a tail.
Yeah, he's got half a tail.
Go to our YouTube to see him now.
Yeah. Jesus. Anyway, so, and I lightly mod The Sims. I have like MCCC. I got a few, like I have CC Lashes, just very lightly. And then with Skyrim, I don't have any gameplay, because that's where I usually like kind of draw the line. I can play around with gameplay mods, but usually I only do visual mods because I don't like to affect the contents. But Skyrim, I only have visual mods as well. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I want to try this, but I'm not the person who's got like a ton of mods, which is like, oh, extra quests, blah, 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 you know?
Yeah, no.
But yeah, so, but I know a lot of people, we have a buddy, you and I, who had like 400 plus mods for Skyrim.
Yeah, something like
Shout
that.
out Dutch.
So, shout out to Dutch.
Yeah.
I remember his Skyrim streams were just setting up mods.
Yeah.
Most part.
Maybe he wrote that review.
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah. Oh, did you have any extra ones?
I do have more extra ones, and then I also have
you
like
guys,
a final
I'm
note.
so sorry if you can hear Soma. He says hi. Okay, continue.
I have a final note on this game because the reviews... We have tea to go through.
We got tea.
But we're going to go through the extras first.
Yeah.
So my favorite, I think, is I dumped Sven's body in a river and found him in East March. 10 out of 10. I felt like that was almost impressive.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, damn.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You can eat bees.
You can eat the... Oh, yeah, you can.
You can eat bees.
Yeah, because they're an ingredient.
Yeah.
I haven't even
This
tried
is
that
a good
out.
review.
Good for you.
They did a thumbs up and were like, you can eat bees. It's like, yeah, cool.
10
good
out
for
of
you.
10.
Good for you, man. And the last one hints a little bit on the tea that I'm going to drop here. I bought this game 6 times. Can I have my family back, Todd? Oh, anniversary edition, you say?
Mm-hmm.
So, when I went through this, because this game, I was like, I actually looked through your library.
Mine?
Of games.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I was like, oh, is there another game I should do? And then Skyrim popped up furthest up with the most hours, of course. So I was like, oh yeah, obviously I'm going to do Skyrim.
Yeah.
It must have a lot of good reviews. No. And oh my god. They have hidden the original Skyrim along with its DLCs, like separate DLCs from the shop and search bar. Like it doesn't show up if you search for it on Steam. Like you cannot find it. What shows up is the special edition and anniversary edition.
Yeah.
Which are more expensive. So the entire review, like in all of the reviews, like I had to scroll so far to find these. All of the reviews were only like links to the original Skyrim along with a DLC list.
Okay.
So people could find them and buy Skyrim cheaper.
I wouldn't, I'd like to defend that choice, actually. Because if I were Bethesda, and I'd gotten so much shit about all the bugs in Skyrim, and now they've released special edition to enhance and to fix some of the bugs, and they've released anniversary, why would they want to promote the original and then get tons of shit of people buying it several years later and be like, this has tons of bugs, blah, blah, blah. Like, yes. Yeah. So that's why we recommend special edition and anniversary. They still have bugs, 100%, but they are way more enhanced. Also with special edition, the visuals and everything is more enhanced than the original. So I wouldn't want to promote original either. That's like saying that you would say that The Sims 4 would be cut off of where you could buy the original that was released 8 years ago and buy Sims 4 now. And someone bought The Sims 4 from 8 years ago and they were like, what? We don't have toddlers in pools. And they were like, well, no, that's why we have this updated version. This is why we promote this. That's why we hide the original. So that's, I actually want to defend that choice a little bit.
Yeah,
100% that it should pop up. You shouldn't completely hide it, but I would definitely understand their choice of being like, don't buy this one because you guys are just going to be pissed when you start playing this. Buy the better version and enjoy it, you know?
Yeah. No, I can see where you're coming from. I was just so, like, surprised.
Yeah,
I think
it's an interesting choice.
Like, I recommend you guys to go and look at, like, search for Skyrim and go to the special edition or anniversary edition, look at the reviews. All of the reviews are just about this. And I had to, like, scroll ages to find something that hadn't to do with this.
Maybe that's like, something they did while releasing any anniversary edition. Like, they were like, well, now because we have special edition, anniversary edition, I don't even know if you can buy anniversary edition for original Skyrim, like if that's only for special edition. So maybe that's why they also hid that, because if people buy the original and they're like, well, I wanted to have anniversary edition, but now I can't add that. I don't know, it's a guess.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, it makes sense. A lot of people are upset about it.
People get upset about a lot of things. So,
and I also saw quite a few comments about people being upset that they took away the modded community. I'm not. I know what they're talking about, but I haven't looked into that.
The Creation Club.
Thing. Yeah, exactly. They took away that.
Yeah,
or
so
the paid, like the
so short version of that is Creation Club was a modding thing, kind of like, you know, we talked about the whole CurseForge thing with Sims 4, where it was kind of like, these are the mods endorsed by Bethesda, so they're like, these are solid, you know, we can even consider them being kind of canon, like maybe not canon, but like, yes, these work with, you know, if they have edited quests and stuff. Yeah. And then in Anniversary Edition, they chose to take a lot of the mods in Creation Club and add into Anniversary Edition. Because the thing is, the Creation Club, it was still running and stuff, but it wasn't really active. It was kind of, you know, it wasn't added new content. It wasn't like, you could still pick stuff up. So they were like, I think they made that decision where they were like, you know, these are the ones we officially endorse. Yeah. And then we shut down the Creation Club because I don't think they could like manage that anymore. And
I can't manage that.
No, anymore. I can't manage this creature over here. He's
it
just
melts
a lot.
into the couch a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, he's running.
Oh yeah.
Where is he running off to?
Everywhere. He's got zoomies.
Humble.
His little excuse of a tail is wagging, which means he's got full on zoomies right now. Oh my gosh. Anyway, but yeah, so I feel like they couldn't really, because I feel like since it's endorsed, they are also making sure it's they make sure, like, moderate, and keep track of everything. And I think they felt like that's too much of a project now because it's so docile. So we make Anniversary Decision. These are the ones we endorse, and Creation Club goes bye-bye. But I know a lot of people who use Creation Club were really upset about it. But I never used it, and I only know nuggets of it, so I don't know the whole story, but that's kind of what I gathered. Let me know, guys, if I'm incorrect about that in the comments, if you feel like I've spoken out of term.
That is more than I knew at the very least, because I just know a lot of people review with like they took away Creation Club. This sucks, and we're just leaving a bad review because of that, and a lot of bad reviews because of like they hide the original Skyrim and stuff like that, which was very like I don't know.
But I can understand people feeling that's shady. 100%, I can understand that, but I can understand Bethesda's choice to do that too. But I understand both sides. Yes, exactly. Look at you, Beach.
Exactly. Look at us.
That was such a fun episode. I really like that.
I recommend you to, like, if you're feeling down in the dumps, go look at the reviews on Steam and search, like, you can filter for funny because people can react to reviews as funny.
That's great.
So the meme ones show up and
love it.
Like, there were so many I also wanted to, like, include, but, like, that would just taken all day, and that was so funny.
But that was so great. I love that episode. Thank you, babe, for doing that and putting that together. That was really fun.
Let us know how many, if you nailed them. If you found out with
if you guessed them correctly along with me, because I really nailed
You were good.
I was like, I can definitely tell already.
We can do this. I think I made it easier because of the games. I knew it was a game we had played.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't sure, like, how the difficulty level would be.
Yeah, I get that.
But if we do this another time, then I'll try.
We should kick it up a notch.
Yeah, I'll do it, like, expert difficulty.
Yes, love it. Thank you guys so much for listening to this episode. We hope you enjoyed it, of course. If you guys want to listen to any more episodes, you can find us on YouTube, SoundCloud, and Spotify. If you want to follow us on socials, it's Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok for ya. And if you want to hang out with us after the episode or anytime, any place, well, not any place, because that would be Discord. Join our Discord.
It's not just any place.
It's Discord. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, listening, hanging out with us.
Thank you. I hope
we will see you guys next week. Yes.
Yeah, take care.
We'll see you guys soon again. Bye.